today is the day, and it's 6:24 in the morning. I'm a little tired, but I am so ready for this test. I have literally worked my ass off to get to this point, and I'm a little nervous, but I really pray to God that I pass, because I've been wanting this a year ago exactly. This is the day before my test, obviously, if you guys can tell by the title of the video, the day of my test. And I guess I will record a little bit later after maybe, but yeah, I just wanted to record it because I think this has been the longest roads to get to this point, and now it's finally here. It's crazy. I'm so nervous, so I guess I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit, and maybe after, hopefully I pass and I share with you guys how it went and all of that. But yeah. Hey you guys, welcome back, or I should say I am back, and I just finished my test. Actually right now I'm doing a little bit of unpacking from the bag I took for my test, obviously. But I look like a hot mess. Like literally, I just can't wait to unpack this and then shower. And then I'm gonna go about my day and celebrate, because guess what? I passed. And now I am licensed, and I'm very, very happy. I can't really feel anything. I felt like I knew I was gonna pass, but like at the same time I was just very, very nervous. I knew what I had to do and everything, and I knew everything that was on the test I needed to be done, and every point was counted towards this and everything, which I'll explain to you in the next clip, because this is why you clicked on the channel, or why you clicked on the video. For right now, I just wanted to say that it's the day after my test. I want to take a little moment also to thank my cosmetology teacher for being there for me, even though I graduated, and she didn't have to do what she did for me, you know, take me in and teach me, because as you guys know, senior year I didn't really practice my cosmetology test because of my disability. My doctors didn't let me test. They said I couldn't practice even. Now that I had been practicing since January up until now, May, I'm very, very thankful for her. I just want her to let her know that this is only the beginning for me, and she is such an amazing teacher to me in my heart that she had taught me, and I'm very, very, very proud to say that she's my teacher. But she knows who she is. But I love you so much, and thank you so much for being such an amazing teacher, but not only that, a mentor and also a friend as well. And I never thought that in a million years I have a teacher that really impacted my life, and you have done that for me. So I just really want to thank you. And as well as her, I want to thank my best friend for going with me every single day back to our old high school and practice in the salon, just like if we were in high school again. And I know it was freaking torture, because it was torture for me going back to high school. I thought once I graduated I wouldn't be back there, but it was only for that. It was only for me to practice, and I know it was hard for her to go back into high school again as it was for me. So I want to thank her also, Michelle, for helping me throughout the test and really being there for me every single day. Even just getting up and going in the mornings, like I know it was a drag, but like you put up with it, and you put up with me every single day. So I want to thank you, and I love you so much. And last thank you, I want to thank my friends and my family, and as well as my supporters. You guys have really supported me so much throughout my journey. Even random strangers, random subscribers, random RoyalRoses that I don't even know, I have never even met, and you guys still support me, and that means so, so much to me. You have no idea, because it's really what motivated me to keep on practicing every single day, even though I was tired, even though I really didn't want to get up in the mornings. I didn't want to go back to high school. You guys really helped me out a lot. My family, for being patient with me, knowing that I am going to do something with my life. Needed some time away to figure out myself and my disability. So yeah, I just wanted to take a quick moment and say that because I am very, very grateful. I'm very appreciative. This is the beginning of my cosmetology journey, and I couldn't have done it with amazing people that I have motivating me in my life, because um, to me, motivation drives me and positivity drives me so much. And if I didn't have any of you guys, that I wouldn't want to be getting up off my bed. I wouldn't want to be trying exercising or making YouTube videos. But I do that all because I know it's changing somebody's life. I know that I'm doing something that is helping somebody else out there that is struggling with anything. I know that at the end of the day, my tiredness, my soreness, my pain is just temporary. And you all make me feel that way. So I love you guys so, so much. Enough with the tears because I'm not going to freaking cry. But yeah, anyway, let's get back into the video. If you guys want to know more tips and tricks or what I did basically in my cosmetology test, state board wise, then I guess just keep on watching. These pimples will not go away. I'm looking at the wrong side. Hey you guys, so it's the next day and the day after my test, and if you're asking or wondering if I feel more happier, like I know I didn't seem happier yesterday. I think I was just so out of it, as you guys can tell. I was so tired and I was kind of emotional. I didn't know really how to feel. But after like realizing and waking up to me knowing that like I don't have to practice anymore, like it's all about me doing, like now I get to work and like I'm licensed, and it still hasn't really hit me because I don't have like my license to show you guys, but when it does come around I'll make a whole nother video for that. You guys are here mainly because you are wondering how the test went for me. By the way, I'm wearing my cords, and if you guys are my friends or really understand why I'm wearing these is because, and it says 2018 and I'm gonna keep this on here, I didn't receive my cords when I was in high school. I could have, which these cords are for cosmetology, and receiving my license or passing my test for my license, and I did not receive them because, you know, my disability did not allow me to, doctors did not allow me to, and I had to wait a long time till I asked myself if I was ready to take my test. First, let's start off, I graduated June 2nd of 2017, and I could have gotten my license before I graduated, but it was, to me, it was my decision, but also it was doctors scared of me standing so much and me hurting myself even more. And I'll explain why, but so that's why I didn't receive my cords. So on, like, in my graduation pictures and walking and getting my diploma, I did not wear these, which I was kind of sad because, you know, I wished I had them, but at the end of the day I did not receive my license, nor I didn't deserve to have them at the time, if that makes any sense. Now I have them, and it feels weird because it's like I already graduated, but it feels amazing because I feel like I achieved a lot and accomplished what I said I was going to do. I told my teacher, you know what, I'm going to come back, and I promise you I'm going to come back for my license, and I'm going to make you proud someday, and I'm going to receive my license within the year. I told her I'm going to get my license next year, I promise. Anyway, you're wondering how the test went for me. Let's start off with my advice before we get into what I really did. My advice to those who are taking the cosmetology exam, the number one thing is to believe in yourself, because my best friend told me to believe in myself. All my friends told me you can do it, but I was having doubt for some reason, that I was just scared that I was gonna get a low score. I was terrified too, and I know you probably are too if you're clicking on this video, but there's nothing to be afraid of. If you know what you're doing, then just do it. And if you're nervous, then that's okay, because like the girls that I was in the room with were pretty nervous, but they also showed that they knew what they were doing, and they knew why they were there, you know, to receive their license is what their main goal was. And so I saw some people who were freaking out and some people who weren't freaking out and were just like, okay, like, we're here to get our license, I'm gonna, you know, like, they didn't show any nervousness or anything. So I was just, you know what, like, I gotta chill, I gotta calm down. That would be my first advice to you. If you're new to cosmetology and new to my channel and don't even know who I am or how I got my license, I did do cosmetology in my high school. If you guys want to see my very first video actually talks about how I did or when I was in cosmetology and all the hours and everything like that, then I'll link that video down below for you guys. But mainly that would be my best advice to you, is go in there, feel confident, show confidence, because my proctor seemed like if you didn't know what you were doing and she saw it, then, you know, she took points off. So that would be my best advice to you. I really don't want to go into detail what I was doing in my test, because I don't see a point in it anymore. This test is changing. I did my test here in Texas, and the test is different in every state. So if you don't live in Texas, then this video is probably way different for you than, you know, others. In Texas, I had to get 1,500 hours and then take my practical, which I had gotten my hours before I graduated high school, because if I didn't, then I would have to do more school on the side. You guys hear my cats? Literally in the packet that I have received from my teacher, it tells you everything that you have to do, which I had learned in cosmetology school, so I wasn't really like going in there blinded, but it literally tells you the steps, and all you have to do is follow the steps, and then you get a point for each step. Like, it's literally that simple. But I don't want to go into detail what I did, but it is gonna change, so I mean, it's not really gonna benefit anyone, but I'll tell you what I did. The first thing I had to do when I walked in was the pre-setup, which I set up like, you know, my disinfecting, my stand, my mannequin, my disinfecting supplies, and like paper towels and all of that, my capes, you know, that stuff that I need for throughout the whole test. Then the next thing I did was the manicure. I really don't know what to tell you guys, because it's just mainly the steps you follow and what your teacher teaches you and how they do it, because the girls that were in the room with me, I'm pretty sure they were doing it in different steps or different ways. I know for the mannequin portions, which I'll get into later, they did it totally different than I did. So after the manicure, I did the facial. Then it was like the hair coloring portion. The next one was the shampoo. But my mannequin, I don't know why, my mannequin just didn't want to work with me that day, but every other day my mannequin wanted to work with me, but that day it did not want to work with me. Then it was the haircut, and it was funny because I was so nervous for the first four, which are the first four that I explained to you, and I don't know why I was so nervous. Like, those are the most simplest ones, but to me, I thought the harder ones were like more simple to me. The last four that I had to do was the haircut, then permanent waving, which is the perm, then a curl demonstration, which I had to do one roller set, or just one roller, one pin curl, a finger wave with 3 wedges. I had to do the blow dry and curl, which I just did a blow dry on one section, and then I did one curl, and that was it. This test was literally like so easy. I don't know why I freaked out so much, But after I did, like when I was doing the haircut, I was literally in my zone because I was like, you know, this haircut's so easy. I don't know why in school I used to freak out over it. If you guys are wondering what score I got, also, I got an 86. I was shooting for higher, but you don't want to think that way. Like, I think that would be my other advice is because since I was so nervous of receiving like a 70, barely passing, which that's the score that you could pass with is a 70. Later on, you know, when you're in a salon and stuff, I bet even when I'm in a salon, I bet we're gonna learn even more and feel more confident in what we do behind the chair. But at least I had that mindset to push for more. So maybe if it helps you, you can have that same mindset as well. But yeah, this test is changing. You know, a lot of people don't get these types of services anymore. Glad because, you know, if you're going to be in cosmetology, then you're going to start learning things that are in trend and things that like we are doing now and more up-to-date things. So I didn't really want to touch base on the test, and I'm sorry if this video didn't really help you, but that's mainly it for the test. And my advice, you know, just feel confident, just don't be scared. There's nothing to be afraid of, you know, it's just a test. And to me, when I walked in, I just thought, you know, we're all here for one thing, and that's our license. I'm really happy that I did pass, and walking out of that room and even seeing my teacher today and leaving my high school finally felt like I'm actually done with high school now. But I think that's it for the testing part. If you guys are wondering now, I'm going to get into what now, Ashley. Now you have your license, not technically, but you're licensed, and what are you going to be doing now is look for work. And I'm planning on looking for work. I have been looking at places for a long time now. The big question is if I'm going to look for to work in a barbershop or salon. I mean, I have decided a little bit, and I kind of most likely want to work in a salon just because I have expanded my learning in high school. If you guys didn't know, I used to be stuck in men's haircutting all the time. I was literally only wanting to learn that. I would come home and I had all these subscriptions, like me subscribed on YouTube from like actual hairdressers, hairstyles, and women's haircuts and all that. But no, I would come home, watch 360 G's or Chris Basio, turn on TV, and just watch it after I would get home from school. And to me, like it was good because I know so much about it. I think I want to work in a salon more because I want to learn different things. I am open to learning more things. As a career, I feel so passionate about, like, people show their passion, and main thing for me is the art behind cosmetology. People have their own way, their own techniques, and the thing about this test also is that you're so like following the rules or the steps to the test that, you know, you don't really get to perform it your way. But don't worry, like after the test, then you'll be licensed and you'll get to do it however you feel comfortable. But I know once I start working that day will come, and I'll share even my journey with you. I'll continue sharing my journey with you throughout my cosmetology journey. But yeah, as of right now, all I have to do now is pay for my license. If you guys didn't know that as well, we have to pay for our license and then get it shipped to us or mailed to us. And if you are taking the test very soon, which I know a lot of people have already since it's the end of the school year and all of that, then I wish you good luck and I wish you the best. I'm proud of you. If you've worked so hard to get to where you want to be, then you deserve your license and you deserve to have that paper in your hand and say, I did it. So just feel confident, keep your head held high, and if you don't pass your state board exam, then don't worry, because look at me, it took me a whole year to actually take my test. And you know, I was kind of sad at the time, you know, not receiving my course, not receiving my license when everyone else did, but I didn't give up, and I don't want you either to give up. And if it takes you a little while to take your test, then okay, so be it, but Don't give up if it's really what you want to do. I love doing what I do. I love people supporting me, and throughout this whole thing, I have received so much love from you guys and so much positivity that it's so crazy. I never want to see a negative comment, but you know, one day it's gonna happen. And same thing, if you don't pass your state board exam, then don't worry, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You can take it again, and just practice more and study more, and just have a positive mind. Do everything that you didn't in the first time you took the test. Things that you found wrong, things that you were missing, the low score in the section that you took, if you had lower points in that, practice that more, but don't give up. I promise that if you don't give up, and if it's really, really what you want to do, then go for it. Go for it again. I think that's it for this video. Thank you to those who have watched my previous videos, me practicing and the manicure, the facial. I want to thank you guys for watching those videos and stuck around with me and followed my journey. Now I get to say that I'm a licensed cosmetologist. This is just the beginning. There's going to be more videos and more future cosmetology stuff and me teaching you actual things that I know. Now I get to finally do that for you guys. Let's grow together, grind together, and achieve together our dreams and our goals, like I always say. And I'm gonna have a lot more collaboration videos with my friends. They have told me they wanted to be in my video, so I hope that actually goes through. So if you are wanting to be in my video or want to do a challenge together or something like that, I'm totally down. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're at 200 Royal Roses, and I hope to keep growing and make this family bigger and inspire you all. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.